Sir Smoochaloo will bid adieu. Governor grab that backside, will step aside. He loved to harass, now he's out on his ass. He turned Albany into Malbany. Cuomo's unemployed, so let's enjoy the Schadenfreude. All right, I'll stop. Surely by now you've heard the news. The Love Gov, who couldn't keep his lips off anything, and I mean anything, has resigned, effective in 14 days. Before he made the announcement, he took a trip down memory lane.
I thought a hug and putting my arm around a staff person while taking a picture was friendly, but she found it to be too forward. I kissed a woman on the cheek at a wedding, and I thought I was being nice, but she felt that it was too aggressive. I said on national TV to a doctor wearing PPE and giving me a COVID nasal swab, "You make that gown look good."
Oh, wow. It's impressive that he held on this long. Looks like all that groping must have built up his grip strength. He reminded me of a contestant on those touch the car contests. You know, the last person out of 20 or 30 left touching a brand new car wins it. He just assumed he was going to outlast all the other bozos. It worked so far for his brother. But he was wrong. Turns out he touched too many cars. If by cars you mean women. The lesson here, sexual harassment is bad. In fact, these days, it's worse than contributing to the deaths of thousands of elderly in nursing homes, especially if a few other Democrat governors had the same policy. But what a difference a year makes, right? Says the media. But remember, it's not us who put him on the pedestal. We all knew he was a creep. We didn't build him up so he could tumble. That's on CNN, The View, and late-night crapfest TV shows who created a myth out of the monster. They tried to make a beast look good, like the sports coat they put on Frankenstein's monster. Ugh. Except instead of Bigfoot, the monster has happy hands.
You see a spectacular political leader emerging from this in Andrew Cuomo.
Governor Cuomo, who, as politicians go, is among the most sophisticated communicators.
How would you contrast Cuomo and President Trump's handling of the crisis?
Truth versus mendacity.
Governor Cuomo, I think, is one of the heroes on the front lines.
I think that Governor Cuomo was just right on in all of the efforts that we took early on.
Trevor, you call yourself a Cuomo-sexual, and I agree with you. I feel like I'm a Cuomo-sexual, too.
That's going to live for a long time. This is important because the new narrative will be the rise and fall of Andrew Cuomo, as if it's a self-inflicted wound. But it's just not that way. It was the press who created the monster, whose flaws became that much more obvious the more they blew him up. They made him king while everyone else saw right through it. And now they're trying to change the story so they aren't culpable. But one person was onto this guy's grift from day one, and she's forecasting sunnier skies with a chance of I told you so. Joining us with a glass of tequila and party favors, Fox News senior meteorologist Janice Dean. Janice, I'm not supposed to be drinking because I'm on meds, but I will take a sip in your honor. Well done. Did you think it would happen this quickly?
You know what? I have to say that today I thought he was going to blame everyone else like he did with the nursing homes. Blame God and Mother Nature and the New York Times, or the New York Post, rather, because we all know the New York Times didn't report fairly on it.
Right.
Also Fox News and President Trump. He blamed everyone except the guy that signed the order for 46 days to put infected patients into nursing homes, Governor Andrew Cuomo. So when he all of a sudden started saying, well, I want to do something for New York. New Yorkers are New York tough, and I don't want to have to let everyone go through an impeachment. Oh, I resign. I was surprised. I was surprised.
Do you remember, okay, what was the response from his office? Was it a tweet when they said, what did they say to you that kind of like insulted you at the start of this?
Right. It was a column, I think, in the Daily Mail where they got Rich as a Party, which is one of his, top, I call him the troll dog, who said, well, she's not a reliable source on anything except the weather. Well, I think I forecasted this one pretty good, and it was a long-range forecast.
I got one more question for you before we go. I know you're going to be on Hannity, and I'm going to be watching that. What would you tell Cuomo if you saw him right now?
I don't ever want to see his. I actually would like to see him in handcuffs before I see him in person. How about that?
There you go. Thank you, Janice. Congratulations. You're one tough broad.
Janice Dean's a hero.
Janice Dean's a hero.
Love you guys.
See you later.
Thank you.
See you soon. All right, Katie. What about this COVID? The COVID nursing home stuff. Are they actually going to follow through with that when they know that there are other politicians involved? Do you think?
There are some Democrats in the New York State Legislature who say that they want to, but I have a feeling that they will not. And I think that the resignation today was more about protecting the Democratic Party than it was about, saying I'm sorry for sexually harassing 11 of these women with the report, and I've let everybody down based on what he said. And the reason I think that is because the Democrats in New York didn't have to impeach him, so they get to walk away from that. He gets to go and move on with this $5 million that he got with this book deal. And then President Joe Biden didn't have to ask DOJ to launch any kind of civil rights investigation, and they already got rid of the civil rights investigation into the nursing homes. And it's easier for Democrats now because Democrat governor in New Jersey, Democrat governor in Michigan, other Democrats around the country also signed similar orders, and the Democratic Party doesn't want this big investigation of the party as a whole on a state level of the COVID investigation, and it's more serious. People died, so it's not that this doesn't matter. I just am cynical about the intentions here.
Kat, what are your thoughts?
I was just thinking about how a few months ago when he had the nipple rings out.
Yes.
And I said he wasn't even wearing a bra, so you could see the nipple rings during the press conference. And I defended that. I said, I don't want to kink shame. And I actually stand by that. So all of our viewers who have nipple rings, I stand with you. But what I did not know was that his nipple ring display was actually the least offensive thing about him by far.
Yeah.
Which is rare to say about someone with nipple rings.
Yeah, exactly.
Usually, if you
nipple rings often can be a cry for help, I've found.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you pull on them. That's funny. Tyrus?
Feel free to piggyback off of my point.
Yeah, I can't piggyback. Your little legs would it would be
murder.
I think it's funny when we see Main Street media, they appoint these heroes. CNN's record's getting pretty bad. You got the Avenatti hero.
Yes.
Oh boy, he was robbing handicapped kids. And then you got Cuomo, who's giving the Iceman a run for money as a serial killer with old folks. But the most important thing for us all to remember is his only crime is that he loves too much.
Yes.
You know what? He's
so sad.
He's actually the second man with nipple rings to lie to me.
Why do you keep? Well,
we're supposed
that
to let
wasn't a
that
lie.
go,
I was drunk.
It's just amazing to me that he, even with the investigation, because we all know you must respect the investigation.
Yes.
The investigation is everything.
He didn't.
The investigation didn't say he did it 6 times or 4 times, which is still bad.
Yeah, he did 11.
100%. I mean,
a soccer
he
team
scored 100% on an investigation. That's not an A. Like he failed miserably. He resigned. What did he need 2 weeks for? He's divorced. Mm-hmm. None of the kids live in the mansion. He literally should be able to leave in a half hour.
You got to plan the going away party.
Oh, no. He got something in the mix. I wouldn't put it past him to where he has a change of heart and the outcry from broken-hearted supporters everywhere is to stay in there and fight.
I thought he should run for New York mayor.
Yeah.
He did say that today.
Yes. Joe, what could you be thinking?
Lots going through my head right now. First off, I thought that line about the Frankenstein monster wearing the jacket deserved a little more, to be quite honest with you.
I agreed, because if you remember Frankenstein, it was, why is he wearing a sport coat?
He was the first hipster. With a sports coat, the bad haircut.
Yeah, it wasn't a collared shirt.
Yeah,
it was a
How
t-shirt.
dare you both? Frankenstein was 6'10". He didn't have much choice in clothes in those days. It was like jacket or cowhide.
That's a good point. Also, I'm a little leery of when a politician says that something's going to end in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But the other thing that it made me think is that I think New York probably misses Elliot Spitzer.
Yeah.
At this point, all that guy did was sleep with prostitutes, and that looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
I mean, not sleeping with prostitutes,
I know
having a governor
Oh,
that's
no, and you've got no jacket
Okay,
to
that's-
zip up this time, pal.
Yeah.
That's going to be taken out of context.
Some guidance counselor you are.
Yeah. Wow.
Pro-prostitute. Buffy, have you considered prostitution? No. Why aren't you wearing a jacket? Anyway, up next, a member of the squad danced at a wedding, forgetting the virus she might be spreading.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.